Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of October 13th through the 15th, 2023. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below for ways to reach me. All right, so we have the overall energy as the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the overall energies, there's an indication of maybe feeling like you have maybe financial security, or maybe feeling like you've reached some sort of pinnacle in your life where you have everything, but there is still something missing. There could be some sort of emotional fulfillment that you're still looking for. I feel like you're still looking for something. You haven't quite found it. And the image that you portray or what you put out to everyone may come off as pretty solid. You know, like maybe people are looking at your life and maybe people, you know, from their perspective feel like you have like a really good life. But behind the scenes, you know, people don't know that you could be going through something emotional. Now, I also feel that this is saying that you're likely thinking about letting go of something, even though it is giving you some sort of fulfillment or security, especially like a job. Like maybe you have the perfect job and it's paying you well, but you're just not happy there, or you just don't like what you're doing. And you might decide that you want to go find your passion, like what is it that you used to do. So it does look like you're going to return to something familiar or return to something that you used to love. Yeah. I feel like overall this is about going back to something that gave you joy. I feel like maybe you felt stuck or stagnant and there was a lack of growth. And I feel like you need to go somewhere so that you can continue to grow. So if you feel like you have become stagnant at your job or your career, or maybe even like where you live, it just seems like, or a relationship, it just seems like maybe it's time to let it go so that you can grow. Another thing I'm getting is that from a love perspective, it's likely that somebody could be returning to you because they aren't happy. And I know you don't want to hear it, but it might be one of those situations where it's just like the grass was not greener on the other side. I'm going back to who made me happy, or who I felt like I had a connection to. So it's likely that somebody could have, you know, I don't know if you were together in a relationship or if this is just someone that you know. Maybe it was some sort of missed opportunity, but it seems like this person would be coming back. And it also could be you. You could be the one returning to what's familiar. Another thing I'm getting is that it's not necessarily somebody returning, but somebody could be, or at one point was unavailable because they were in a relationship. And it's possible that this person is walking away from the relationship. I'm not going to say they're leaving it for sure, so be cautious about that. But they might not be happy in their relationship, and they feel some sort of happiness with you. But I do feel like there's an opportunity for a new beginning between two people in a love situation. If this is about, career or finding your passion, I feel like there's still going to be like a new beginning or new opportunities for you. You also just might find yourself feeling reminiscent about things and maybe speaking about things about the past, things that you remember. You also could be doing it in a creative way. So maybe, you want to paint a picture or sketch something based off of a happy memory. Or maybe you want to write a story based off of something that you remember. So you could find some sort of creative way to express your thoughts about the past, about what you love, about what you want or desire. And I feel like there's also victory this weekend. Like you might have a victorious moment. You might feel as if you have overcome something. And you have some sort of clarity and direction, and there's a sense of gratitude and just reflection here. Those of you that have been wanting to establish your own business, I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to do so. I feel like you are maybe having some sort of ideas, like something's brewing, and you might have some sort of aha moment, and you decide like this is the time, this is what you're going to do. You're ready to like take something by the hand and or steer your own direction. So I kind of feel like you're in a sense also like taking your power back. Maybe you feel like you had lost yourself at one point at your job, and you had just been working and working and just not feeling satisfied, and you just feel like it's time to do what you love. So I kind of feel like if you are wanting to start your own business, you might start doing some things to make that happen this weekend. Or maybe you've already been working on something. You're going to launch your website or launch your business this weekend. Now, it's also a possibility that you could be being pursued by someone, maybe even more than one person. And it looks like someone is like taking the initiative or putting something out there to you for you to decide. It's like, okay, the ball is in your court. Like, what are you going to do? Like, I've put my offer out there. Is it a yes or a no? But I feel like something is leaning towards a yes. If you have been waiting for some sort of response, I feel like you're going to get a response from someone, especially if you had sent off some applications, or maybe you poured your heart out to someone, or, something. And I feel like you started to give up. You started to feel like you weren't going to get that job, or that somebody didn't care about what you had to say. But I feel like maybe somebody had to process, or maybe someone just wasn't available. But I do feel that you're going to get a response from something that you've been waiting, something or someone you've been waiting to hear from. So there is some sort of news on the way. I feel like it's exciting news too. I feel like it's just news that you want to hear, and it's good news. Somebody has like a lucky something, like a lucky pen, or you might feel like your pet is lucky. Something is like a lucky charm. I feel like you're carrying around a lucky charm. It could even be like a crystal or something, but I feel like you have a lucky charm. Now, I'm also getting something about a literal wand. So I don't know if you have like, your own personal magic wand or if you create magic wands. But I'm getting something about a literal wand. If there had been a separation or falling out between people, I feel like somebody is also offering an olive branch. So there's going to be some sort of apology and forgiveness. And I just see that there's going to be peace and balance for you. In regards to communication, I still feel like someone is needing to learn how to communicate better. Maybe they're trying or they're starting to. You could hear or receive a response from an earth sign for sure. But it also could be a water sign or an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I feel that initially you're going to get some sort of indirect response and then a direct response. And another thing, if there two people have not been communicating, there was a falling out or whatever, I feel like somebody is trying to be charming, funny, witty, clever, just trying to do something to get you to talk to them or respond to them. Maybe they assumed that you didn't want to talk to them. And so they're like, okay, maybe if I make light of the situation, then they'll be willing to talk to me or forgive me. I feel like something is manifesting as well, something that you've been working on. I feel like you're going to get a clear sign that something's working. Now, there also could be something, because tomorrow is Friday the 13th. There may be something going on with a literal black cat, but I feel like it's more about the luck. It could be a black cat that passes you by, or a cat could be some sort of an omen. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but every now and then, like, there's just like a cat on my front porch, and I keep forgetting to look and see if it means anything, but you might happen across paths with a cat or have a similar situation. I feel like there is a fire sign or someone who has like this fire sign energy who is potentially obsessed with you, or they're watching you. They might feel possessive of you. I also get that I kind of feel like this person hasn't really let you know, though. I feel like somebody could be lusting after you, but they're not necessarily doing anything about it, or maybe they're waiting for the right opportunity. Also, there is something in regards to having some sort of taboo thoughts or feelings for somebody. Either it could be mutual, or one of you has these, you know, I keep trying to say severe taboo desires. I don't know what that, you know, how it must be really intense. But yeah. I feel like somebody's also been trying to ignore their desires or what they really want. And it could be also bringing on a little bit of depression. Even if like somebody is giving up smoking, and it's just like some sort of depression that comes along with that. It's like, what do I do now? Like, you know, and it's, I don't know, it's just maybe something hard to get used to. But I feel like somebody is trying to ignore what they desire. And it could be because somebody is toxic, or, you know, you just know what type of relationship you would get from this person. So you're like, I want it, but I need to walk away from it. Now, also, if someone works in a creative field, I feel like there's an opportunity to direct. So I don't know if you are directing something, or if a director is wanting you for something. I do get the energy of someone who lives in the hills. Someone lives in the hills, but they're kind of lonely. I think there's a place called Hidden Hills, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not called Hidden Hills, it's just something about the location that is kind of obscure. Um, I kind of feel like somebody is like, I should go do this. I should go do that. So I feel like either you are considering doing something that you really want to do, but for whatever reason, you know, you haven't done it yet. This might be the perfect opportunity to take it. Somebody could invite you to something and you might kind of feel like, why not? Whatever it is, it's still a level of fear that you're needing to overcome. Maybe something is just like too new for you. In a sense, it's kind of like having to come out of your comfort zone. You might be trying to block out inappropriate thoughts from a superior of some sort. Um, if you have your own business, I feel like there's going to be changes. Even if you work at a company, it could be some sort of big changes coming up. I feel like something isn't really a secret though. Maybe it was, but it should be some sort of information being announced about any type of changes coming to a business. Mm, somebody might suddenly walk away from something. It's kind of like, I'm done. It kind of makes me think of like the scene in Forrest Gump where he was just like running and running for years and inspiring everybody. And he wasn't trying to, he was just like running from, not from his problems, but I guess, you know, trying to transmute that energy from the loss of his mother. And so he just kept running, and then one day he just stops. And I kind of feel like that's what somebody is doing. It's like, oh, like, you know, you were at the top, like, why did you stop? And that could be in regards to, you know, your business, or maybe it seemed like you had the perfect career, you just walk away from it, or a relationship. But yeah, it just seems like something could just come to an end, or you decide to stop something. You're like, I quit. Is it, like I said, is something's going on where you're taking your power back in some way. And however that is, it's like also surprising or just very unexpected. I feel too like somebody's been trying to get your attention, but you keep blocking them or ignoring them, and then they're going to do something pretty major. Career-wise, you definitely could have a chance to do something new. It could be a promotion, but something about it still seems like you don't know what this is, or like you haven't necessarily worked in this type of position, but you're being hired for it or promoted to do it. It could be one of those situations where a company is like, oh, we created this position for you. Like, we wanted you to have this particular position. So something could be tailored specifically for you. Spiritually, I feel like you may have discovered that you have a gift and might start using this gift on a regular basis. Maybe you're even thinking about getting some sort of certificate or a degree. I see you practicing something and it's new. It's a new skill or a new gift. And I kind of feel like you're putting it to use. Maybe it's something that you've been doing all alone, but you've never done it publicly. But I feel like you're getting ready to do something like that, like you don't have any fear anymore. And I keep hearing like chasing the bag. So I kind of feel like some money is being handed to you. It's just like this is an opportunity just for you. I also feel that someone is possibly considering some sort of commitment, especially if they weren't ready before, they might be ready now. I feel like somebody is either getting some sort of a CDL or even like a pilot's license. I feel like it has to do with machinery or operation of some sort of machinery. It could really be anything, but I'm kind of getting like the image of somebody having to learn like how to operate a piece of equipment, and becoming certified for it. All right, so let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And yes, I'm working on my birthday, y'all. I always do, though. All right, you have door to spirit, door to romance. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Overall energy, action. So it does look like there's some sort of opportunity being made available to you. And I feel like you're running towards something. You're like, hey, like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, or I see a window of opportunity and I'm going through it. So I kind of feel that you are rushing towards some sort of opportunity. It could be in any situation, but if it's offered to you, I feel like you're going to be like, yes, I want it. I'm taking it. Also, if you're being pursued by someone, they might see like something as being like the perfect opportunity to approach you, and they're going forward. They're like, okay, it's no turning back now. You know, I'm about to let them know. So I kind of feel like, you know, there is this rush or even like a sense of urgency towards some sort of opportunity or some sort of desire. And then, like I said, I feel like some sort of gift is maybe opening up to you or being revealed to you. And I feel like you're using it. I feel like you're also attracting certain energies towards you. Certain spirits. I feel like you're giving some sort of energy off. But it's a good energy, and I feel like what you're attracting is also good. Your security may have been threatened at one point, but I feel like you're going to have security again. Maybe you had a lack of resources, finances, wasn't feeling loved in your relationship. Whatever area of your life there has been some sort of depleted energy or something lacking, I feel like it's being restored. This is also saying to me something about you taking your power back, or you like standing in your power. Like there's a sense of bravery here. Something about the soles of your feet. I feel like you're very passionate about something. And, you know, I feel like you want something bad. And you're like, I'm not letting go, or I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Or, you know, it's like once something is in your hand or is offered to you, you're not letting go. You're taking it and you're not letting anybody else have it. This also could be, again, in a love situation, how someone views you. They're like, oh, you single. Last time I tried to talk to you, you were taken. Or every time I try to talk to you, you're taken. I want to be with you. You know, you're not going nowhere. You're mine now. Like somebody might be claiming you like excessively. And maybe this has been something that's been manifesting for a while. So I feel like something is manifesting in the physical form. It's not just a desire or spirit or thought anymore. It's like becoming matter. You could also be seeing synchronicities of 33. If you do, I feel like that has something to do with communication. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.